I am the bold action man. Angry Birds Movie Fever. Sure, I'll play this. Ooh, they got the Angry Birds movie inside of the Angry Birds Epic. And they have pigs clearly cutting in line. How you doing, Corporal Pig? Oh, never mind. Corporal Pig has the power to traverse time and space. Ethan. The Angry Birds movie. Throwing it to the large, rotund white lady. No Angry Birds movie tickets. Angry Birds Movie Fever. Don't tell me that is the entire plot of this Angry Birds epic event. How's this music so epic? That had to be the most epic Angry Birds epic music I have ever heard in my entire Angry Birds epic career. Oh, they're all decked out in movie gear. Because they're seeing the Angry Birds movie. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, Chuck's already dead. He was alive for a good 16 seconds. What in the hell is going on? Camera Pig. Revenge on tape. If an ally is defeated, the Camera Pig attacks a random enemy. I don't like that. What do you do? Don't tell me Alexander Falk's got custom effects in the spotlight, and he afforded a giant spotlight. What if I move this onto Bomb? So now there's just a spotlight on Bluebird, even though nobody is attacking him. Ooh, sick hair, dude. What's your name, sick hair, dude? Makeup artist. Ooh. Good looking. Increase the attack power and health by 20%. Alright, good looking. Banana Brew. Good looking. Ooh, good looking. Could I kill Banana Brute? I'll give Chuck one of these. Since I really don't want a Banana Brute doing his banana-ness. Oh, come on, Banana Brute. Come on, Banana Brute. Hasta la vista, Banana Brute. Oh, it's I am the bold action man. You are bugged. I thought that said you are bad. Oh, I'm pretty sure the Director Brute is going to murder everything. Deals 2,000. Oh no. Hey, Director Brute, are you? Okay. Oh, laziness. Oh, that's Alexander Falk being lazy on his Angry Birds epic video game. Is this a spoiler bomb? Spoiler bomb. Spoiler alert, it deals 59 damage. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, spoiler bomb. Now is Matilda and... Okay, nobody ran that time. This pig is large. The best boy. Hello, best boy. Sound like Best Buy. Pretty positive that the Director Brute is just going to murder every single bird. Low on stamina, watch a video and get 5 free stamina. Yet, there was not a single video. Is that a pineapple? Introducing the almighty pineapple prop. Oh, he just took like 10,000 damage and counting. Hello, Banana Brute. Hello, bold action man. I'm killing this guy first. Are these bugs? Why are there bugs on my Angry Bird? You are bugged. This has to be the most clever Angry Birds epic event yet. You are bugged puts a bug onto your Angry Birds. I mean, I think I've seen it all personally. How much damage do you do, Banana Brute? What the hell was that? What was the random explosion? What happened to Banana Brute this time? Very interesting hairstyle on this Banana Brute. Cutter Brute. Master of Opinion. Okay. These Angry Birds epic. These names are like by far the most creative, most entertaining, most humorous. I like this one. This Angry Birds movie event has nothing on the Angry Birds Epic Valentine's Day event. At the Angry Birds Epic Valentine's Day event, oh boy. I did not like the Angry Birds Epic Valentine's Day event, let me tell you that. No. Even more brutes. How many banana brutes do they have? Prop pig. No. This is prop brute. The mighty sandwich. Oh, of course. I didn't realize that the mighty sandwich, it's healing prop brute. 50% of the incoming damage is converted into healing lasts 3 turns. Oh, is that so? Oh, yep, okay. How do you stop the almighty sandwich? You don't stop the almighty sandwich, since every time he gets... Oh, that's annoying. Hit him one of these. Hit him one of these, and now he should collapse. Oh, fantastico. I see Alexander Falk is still being pretty lazy on his Angry Birds Epic video game. Get rid of good looking, yeah. I want good looking out of here, even though he does have a brother, a good looking number 2, which is something I did this morning. Hello, Spotlight. Does this spotlight stay on Chuck even though I've killed? Will Chuck keep this spotlight? No, he did not. There was a random explosion. Chuck does keep this spotlight. Oh, that's a cool mechanic in the Angry Birds Epic movie event. Chuck is now just permanently deemed as important. And, oh, alright. I wonder how Bomb felt about that. He got slapped in the face with no self-defense or anything. He just kind of collapsed. Moving on to the city with the manhole. And I cannot bring in Redbird. Alright, I wasn't taking him in anyway. Ooh, it's Dinosaur Land. Oh, Colin Joe. And it moves. Oh, baby, that's a high quality Alexander Falk mechanic right there. He was able to interrogate movable backgrounds, and they got floating airplanes, and they got buildings. Oh, baby. I wonder who got paid to make all these backgrounds. I mean, this is no easy task right here, having movable dinosaurs in Angry Birds Epic. Because he's walking. None of the birds or pigs are able to walk like this dinosaur, unless he's blocked off by the battle victory screen. I'll take it, these are 3D glasses, yup. Using this thing called my brain. It's a very helpful resource. Oh, back again. This dinosaur, and it has a movable shadow. Not only does it move, it has a movable shadow. I'm completely thrown away by the amount of effort I put into the Angry Birds Epic movie event. Ooh, oh my god, dude, there's a cinematic background currently happening. Why am I even playing Angry Birds Epic? I'm watching a movie right now in the background of Angry Birds Epic. Where is he going? I don't want to play this. How come I can't watch this brand new film happening in the background? Oh, it's another background. Seems like they have a piggy motel back here. While also referencing Donkey Kong. Okay, Donkey Kong is good. Donkey Kong is good. And some, oh no. Oh no. Wait. Hey, Chuck, could you, like, parry this or something? Put up a shield and perfect dodge? Nope. Okay. Oh, but, I don't know what's happening. Oh, Piggy Octopus. No way they could afford Piggy Octopus. I heard the Piggy Octopus was out of stock. And the airplanes like Night Skies and Shooting Stars. Oh, dude. So invested in this right now. And you can tell that the building's on fire from the cardboard fire. Oh, that's unique right there. Pretty sure that one was studied on page 16 of the Angry Birds Epic Handbook. I don't think Matilda read through the Angry Birds Epic Handbook, page 16. Tap for a constipation prize. You have constipation, King Pig. Oh, no, I'm not keeping, I'm shouting. How much is this? Why does that deal so much damage? Wait a second. There's a piggy shirt being hung up on the dryer right now. But none of these pigs could wear any shirts or clothing or pants or underpants. So how in the hell, who is wearing this piggy shirt? It has sleeves, even though none of the pigs have arms. If none of the pigs are capable of having arms, if none of the pigs are capable of wearing a shirt, who the hell is wearing that Angry Birds Epic Pig shirt being dried right now? Oh, something's fishy going on around here. I think the Angry Birds Epic... Oh, no. Since they're not trying to keep this realistic, since when I see a pig, I know for a fact he has no arms. Unless there is a secret pig who is a human being with a green skin while also cosplaying as a pig. Oh, that must be it. Okay, never mind. They're just trying to be realistic with the cosplayers. Okay, no, I understand now. I understand what Angry Birds Epic is going for. Never mind. I think I'm using the incorrect gear on my Matilda. Let me just quickly check. Matilda... weapons. Oh yeah, I'm using a weapon that deals like less damage, so let me just put this on. Even though this super epic scythe looks magnificent, the scythe that looks incredibly hideous does 40 more damage, because of course it does. And I'm using a bag that's healing 300 less HP. Why was I using the incorrect materials? Oh no, wait, I have a set bonus. I have that. Wait, I don't care I'm dealing less damage. I have a set bonus. Stunned frozen pigs receive 200% damage on the beginning of their turn. Is that so? Gotta see this now. Hold the phone. Classes. Bomb. Honey. Upgrades. 1,000 Angry Birds Epic dollars. Equipped the epic Honey, where is my super suit? The Avenger? Oh babe, no, I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm not ready, I'm dry. Honey. Then make them all attack Mr. Incredible. Hit him one of these. Hit him one of those. Now I'm just going to sit back. Honey. Didn't it say all frozen pigs would be damaged? Oh, boom. I have just discovered the greatest Angry Birds epic strategy that has ever seen this earth. Since you activate the Honey, where is my super suit, then naturally they all get frozen by the Honey, where is my super suit, and then with the Matilda set bonus, they all take damage. Now, I direct everybody's attacks onto the Avenger, so Mr. Incredible could heal. Everyone's dead to the Matilda passive ability. I'm discovering some crazy techniques right here. What's your name? The Director. Hello, the Director. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Ooh. The Director collapsed Mr. Incredible, though the plus side is that the Director is now frozen. So he will be taking like 19 quadrillion. He took 2036. That's not even a year yet. Yes. Do the assault on the Director. He had every right being assaulted by birds. Oh, and now the Director is just a regular enemy. Okay, it's exactly like that one meme. When you do a boss fight, and then you see him in the next level, and now he's just a regular enemy. And now he's just weaker. I love that. I love that thing in video games, though. I love that. I love that trope where they have a really difficult boss and then he just eventually becomes a standard enemy. I've always loved that personally. Oh god, a 2036. Dude, this strategy is just immaculate. Honey, where's my super suit? Mr. Incredible, give me 3 stars. I didn't get 3 stars. Mastery up, 48, 49. Thank you, Angry Birds Epic. I know how to count. But the only unfortunate thing about this honey where's my super suit strategy is that I do need a Matilda, which is very unfortunate since I really don't like bringing in a Matilda into these Angry Birds epic battles just because she is a Matilda. So I hope one day I don't have to bring in a Matilda. Oh, dude. There has to be like an assassin. There must be like a nuclear weapon like tacked onto my microphone or something, since how come these explosions just keep occurring trying to assassinate my Angry Birds? A good looking tried cheating, yet he died. I think I broke my game. What the hell happened? Wait. What? I just glitched out my Angry Birds Epic game on the Angry Birds Epic movie event, even though I didn't do anything wrong, and the only thing that happened that was wrong was the good-looking pig cheating. Why should I be suffering from the good-looking pig cheating, even though I wasn't the one who was cheating on the Angry Birds Epic movie event? Instead, it was the good-looking pig. Immediately go after good-looking pig, since he cheats, he scandals, he never made his way to the top. It was all cheating and cheating and cheating. Oh, dude, every single pig in the Angry Birds Epic movie event cheats, scandals, and cheats. I don't know any other synonyms for cheat, so I'm just gonna keep on repeating cheat. Oh, it's good looking pig again. Oh, no. Okay. Gotta make sure he dies. Gotta make sure right away good looking pig gets assassinated. What are you doing? Oh, dude. They have the camera technology inside of Angry Birds Epic now. And all of the budget into Angry Birds Epic must have just went into this one event, since I'm just amazed with how many brand new characters, effects, the things, the storyline, everything is just so unique and magnificent. Is Matilda dead? Ooh, the slow motion. There's a slow motion effect. There's movable backgrounds. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. There's just too much to appreciate in Angry Birds Epic right now. Bird power from 178 to 1509. I feel like gambling. Like, I feel like really spending all my Angry Birds life savings on just a few gambles. Mad Mojo, 114 more HP, 27 Angry Birds Epic Golden Coins. I want to see what I get. The Blocking Shield, 109 HP. Thank you very much. The Fond Book. No, that's the Love Book, Alexander Falk. Do not lie to me. Big Pan. No. I need the set bonus, so nope. Revealing Map, Ringling Hammer, Stuffed Poet. Nope, I need the set bonus. So nobody is gonna be stuffed today. The Chronos. We putting on the Chronos. Thank you, Angry Birds Epic Gambling. So now that I've gambled on Angry Birds Epic, I feel like I'm going to have a higher chance at winning. It's not who I wanted him to attack, though. I don't think I need blues. I think I will be okay. Pretty sure the director is just going to murder all of my hopes and dreams, unless the director collapses right now. If the director dies, the director didn't die. Oh my god. 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 I've been on this level for like a while, and I think I've just won. Yes. They just slapped the Angry Birds Epic. No. The Angry Birds movie poster. Called it a day. They didn't do anything else. Am I gonna lose? Dude, I was too busy laughing at the Angry Birds movie poster just being slapped into a little rectangle. Wasn't focused on winning. Alright. Angry Birds movie poster. Give me strength. I can do one of these. Hit him with one of those. And then I'm gonna hit him with the world famous Kachika. Ooh, King Pig. The Fan King Pig. Hello, the Fan King Pig. It's a pleasure to see you, the Fan King Pig. And the Fan King Pig cheats. Ooh, ooh, ooh. King Pig sleeping animation? Oh, dude. Alexander Falk. Goodbye, the Fan King Pig. He's so large. I love how large he is, though. I'm not against it. Not against how large King Pig looks. I just like pointing out how large King Pig looks. Alright, King Pig. After completely burglarizing my ticket, I feel like you deserve being punched. Exclamation mark. Okay. That just came out of mitosis. Oh, and that's it. So King Pig burglarized us. King Pig burglarized the ticket. He assaulted a lady. We just beat up the Fan King Pig, yet he still gets rewarded by a duplication glitch ticket. This goddamn Angry Birds epic game. I'm gonna stop playing.